brush, touch, and pull down. There we are. Just wherever you want these little highlights in the reflection. And then very gently come across. Just enough to give it a water.
I think I'd like a bit more red in here. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take our crimson, and just add it in. Okay.
Watery feel. You don't want to destroy all of this. Okay. Now, let's take a little bit of the magic white. And when you're using this, pull it out very flat and come across. So we can make a very fine line here. Just like so.
I love adding water lines. Like them so much, I am gonna give them a layer of their own. Water lines. And I'm gonna get just straight white and palette knife, change the angle, and oh, I forgot that one. I'm gonna fix that in a minute. And because the color we had earlier was not pure white, you can still see here that our pure white stands out and allows us to tell the difference between where things are. And let's make full use of these reflections to add a bit more texture to the water. Maybe it's a bit of a windy day, so there's a few waves in this little mountain pond. It's good to come up with a story for your painting. What's happening here gets you involved. Okay. Okay, there's no middle point between those. Right.
Just let it go. There we are. Let's bring that snow down just a tiny bit more right here. Just bring it right on down. There. I like these kind of scenes because, well, be honest, I'm a nature freak. I love to walk through the woods and talk to the animals. Don't tell anybody that. I even talk to trees at times. But you need to understand nature to appreciate the great, great things that have been created. We spend so much of our life walking around looking with never seeing. And if painting teaches you nothing else, it'll teach you to see nature, to appreciate some of the beauty that's around us every day that we take for granted. All right. Maybe we'll have Let's do this. Let's have snow come right down through here.
Okay. So we have very little space. We can fix this. We have very little space, but I think that is going to work to our advantage here. Because with the brushes I've been using, I noticed that things that are further away look much better than things that are too close. So by having fewer things in the front, I think I am the winner. Okay. And I made it just a little pinker so that you can actually see it. Otherwise, I'm afraid it would just blend in completely with the water.
There we go. Zoom. And this should make you happy when you do it. It just should give you good feelings inside. Look at there. Just bring it right on through.
And I definitely put it on
maybe
the
we'll make...
wrong layer, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. But luckily, that's easily fixable. And we're going to have a foreground layer. And let's just do that again. Okay. Let's zoom a little bit in so we have a better look at what we're doing.
Just a little
Excellent.
pool out here that's frozen. So we'll bring something around this way.
I decided not to
Just let your
add that
imagination be
half.
your guide.
But
Let it happen.
you can do whatever you wish.
Let it happen. Believe in yourself.
Each of us
Believe in what you
painting
can
belongs to our own, and we can make of it whatever we want.
There. Now, we'll take a little bit of the magic white here. Make us a nice little water line. Maybe we'll just do something like that. Ooh, that looks cold.
Let's try that. So, okay. And angle to 0. What is it that Bob is doing? I think just making some idea of some ice. I think definitely I'm gonna need to add more reflections here, more red to make everything else stand out. But that's not the problem. Can do that easily. Already we can see the white that we put on top of it is coming out. So let's try again. Here, oh, not with red, but with our white. that's okay. Maybe you should follow the coastline a bit more. But we don't know what's here, so this can be another coastline. Okay. It's not going to be the most noticeable part of this painting. So it's good just to have it there.
Just some little places there where the snows begin to blow into the water. Maybe right over in here too.
Let's put it over here as well, a little bit of white. Okay.
Okay. Now we can take a little bit more of the crimson and the Prussian blue, and we can throw some little bushes and stuff over in here. Maybe there's one that lives right here.
So let's add some happy bushes, live here in the foreground. And I'm gonna do it with this paint, with this brush. I have the red, a little bit of blue. You're still going, no, and just a touch of black. Oh, and layers, foreground, and we can have bushes 3. And they come up here. Yeah, I think the cloud brush might be my favorite brush for leaves, but it takes quite a lot of time and pressure to get a decent result. So I don't think it is viable for the big trees. But maybe we can work together to a more sustainable brush and over time develop it. I think not all my streams are going to be just painting. I think sometimes every now and then we can do a little bit of analysis of the painting, go through and see what kind of things we would change, what kind of things we think we did really well, and this way maybe we can improve a bit. Okay, and that's at the very edge. One last bush. Okay.
That's one the little bunny rabbit hides behind when he's getting a drink of water. Right there. Okay, and by doing this, you also create another plane in the canvas, so it produces more and more depth. Maybe right there is a good place too. We put the dark in first, so our light color will show up on it. A little bit more of the Prussian blue. I want to darken that one a little. There, that's much better. Okay, we'll clean that brush up. A little bit of magic white, a little bit of firm.
And we're ready for the highlights. Again, white, just like before, the tiniest amount of crimson. There we go. How do we like that? I think we like that quite a lot, actually. Yeah. I think we're getting close to a full picture.
White. Let's add just a tiny, tiny touch of permanent red. Just enough to make it have a little pinkish glow here. Tiny little bit.
We did that with the
And
crimson.
we'll come right in here
That's
and begin
good.
pushing off all these little leaves. Don't kill all your dog. There. All right. There we go. Now, a little bit more. Need a lot of paint on the brush. And we'll come right over in here. There. Just let that run right down the hill. Always follow the lay of the land when you're doing these. You don't want to have the land running this way and your bushes running uphill. Always follow the lay of the land. There we go. Now, right down in here. There. Okay. Now, we'll cut a few more little stems in this.
Stick time. So we are going to take palette knife, change the rotation, and really get in there with the white. Make this a little smaller, I think. Oh, wrong angle. This has to be 0, I believe. Yes. Excellent.
Just here and there.
What I think we can even do is if we take, but rather we can, by virtue of contrast, add some sticks here where there is no red to put the white on, but instead we're putting red on the white. And okay.
There. And don't worry about cutting a hole in the canvas. Canvas is tough. My gosh, they even make tents out of it. It takes many years of using a knife to ever sharpen it enough to have to worry about cutting
I
a
keep
hole.
looking at the water there, and I keep like wishing I had more red in my water. So because I can do it, I will. Let's go ahead and we select the right layer. And bring this down to the very bottom. this is also something good to keep in mind. Like if you're halfway through a painting and you see something that, oh, I think that would work better in a different way, just do it. It's fine. Worst case scenario, you can always just undo it. It's very easy with digital painting as opposed to traditional painting. We can just Control Z the fuck out of it. And I don't think I will for this one. I think I am actually very happy with how it turned out. I think that is a marked improvement. Oh, nope, not like that. Mm, okay. Okay, I definitely like that better.
Canvas. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Van Dyke Brown and a little tiny bit of umber, burnt umber, and mix them together. And maybe in just a couple little places here, we'll put a couple little trees.
So, Van Dyke Brown, add a little bit of burnt umber, burnt umber. This is the hex code for burnt umber. I think every time I've gone and selected something, you've seen the hex codes. So can they always go back? I think I'll leave these videos up and pause the video and copy it down. But for this, I'm going to use the detail brush and let's see where are these going to go, because I think these are going to go behind bush 1 but in front of bush 2. Here, this one exactly. Maybe stick 1 and I want to put it here. Make it a little thicker. We have 1 there. Can we? What look is it gonna look like? Here, take 2 over here. Emerge from here, so it's not going to disturb too many bushes. These are just trees that are asleep for the winter. And just happy minding their own business. Let's see if we can put 1 here. Okay.
Just the little stems are left.
I have an idea. Let's go back to stick 1 and be my friend. Here. That's two friends. It's not a problem to have two friends, but that's not what we set out to do. Okay.
Just here and there, just to break it up a little. And since this is your world, you can do anything in your world that your heart desires.
Well, what's going on? Hmm. Hmm. Is the stream still up? If my internet's not working? Yeah, the stream seems to be doing okay. Uh, just YouTube being annoying. But that's not too tragic, as we were almost at the end, and I think I know what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna finish adding some sticks. Sticks. 3. I'm gonna put some here, and they're gonna be this one. I want it behind this bush, and this is gonna go in this direction. And it has a friend. And then there will be another one, just a small one that comes out here. No, comes out here. Ah, yes. And then we're gonna take some white and try to see if we can add some highlights to these. Not much, just a hint. Don't want to delete them. Okay. There we go. A little bit of highlight. Then I think this was stick 2. And okay. Last couple. Just a little bit of highlight. Okay, and let's have a look. What does this need? I think this just needs our signature. And I think I'd like to sign this one in blue because we have all the red. Oh, and this is going to have its own layer. That sticks out a lot. Let's see what happens if we sign it in red. Okay, I think red is fine. I like this. So, we are done with painting for today. And it seems that Krita also has abandoned me a little. So let's just take it all in for one last time. Oh, what a wonderful picture we painted today. Thank you very much for joining me in this, and happy painting.